Okay, so this is Jonathan DeSarno. He has volunteered to participate in this core training video, and he's going to perform day 1 of stabilization core training. He will perform these exercises after performing a basic warm-up. So the first exercise he's going to perform is supine knees to chest. He's going to be flat on his back. He's going to use his arms and hands to stabilize his spine and his pelvis. He's going to bring his knees to his chest. 1, 2. Okay, he's going to perform 1 set of this exercise for 12 repetitions. He's keeping his palms down on the mat to stabilize his spine and his pelvis as he's bringing his knees to his chest. His core is continuously contracted right now. So he's keeping his core tight, he's keeping his core contracted as he's bringing his knees to his chest. So after he performs 12 repetitions of this exercise, he's going to perform the body weight scissor. And he's going to add a horizontal movement into this exercise. Again, keeping his hands flat on the mat, stabilize his spine and his pelvis. He's going to perform 1 set of this exercise for 15 repetitions. As he brings one leg up, he's going to then abduct his legs and then bring the opposite leg up. This will help him. This will allow him to work his rectus abdominis and his oblique muscles as well, which are very important for field hockey, the sport of field hockey. After this exercise, he will now perform the body weight, arm, and leg lift. So he's going to have his knees below his hips, his hands below his shoulders. He's going to touch his opposite knee with his opposite hand. He's going to bring his opposite knee to his opposite hand. He's going to perform 1 set of this exercise for 15 repetitions. He's going to perform 15 with his right leg and 15 with his left leg. This also works his rectus abdominis, and it also works his transverse obliques, and these muscles are very important to work on in the sport of field hockey, because there are many rotations that occur in the sport when you're slapping the ball or when you're performing a shot. Your body is rotating to produce force behind the shot. So that's why we want to incorporate a lot of core exercises that focus on rotation and focus on twisting, working those obliques, working that rectus abdominis. He's keeping his knees below his hips. His hands are below his shoulders, working on good posture as well. And right now his core is again continuously contracted. He's keeping that core contracted, tightening that core to get a good exercise in. So after this, he's going to perform the body weight twist. Again, he's going to keep his hands flat on the mat for stabilization. Going to keep his arms and his hands flat on the mat to help him stabilize his spine and his pelvis. He's going to perform this exercise for 1 set of 17 repetitions. This is also a great exercise that works on the obliques, which are again very important for the sport of field hockey. He's going to try, in that exercise, he's going to try and keep his heels to the ceiling as best he can. And really keep those legs straight to isolate his core. And the last exercise in the stabilization phase, he's going to perform the kettlebell twist. He's going to isolate his core. Okay, his spine and his pelvis aren't going to move. He's going to try and keep his spine as stable as he can. His pelvis is not going to move. He's going to use those core muscles, specifically the oblique muscles. He's focusing on those obliques. And he's going to perform this exercise. He's going to perform one set of this exercise for 17 repetitions. Now, these stabilizing exercises are going to be performed at a slower tempo as opposed to strength and power training. We're going to perform these exercises a little bit slower than we would power because we really want to focus on building a good neuromuscular base, focusing on building a good, strong base, so we can advance and progress in performing strength exercises and power exercises. And after he performs that, we will now move on to the strength phase of training.